Hey there, day 154 of Life According to YoBo. I want to thank you for coming back. We are continuing in our series, O Ye of Little Faith. It don't mean you have a little faith, but sometimes in life, real things happen. We have our norm. We're going on throughout our life. Everything is perfect. Finally, then out of the blue, something unexpected happens. And usually, when those unexpected things happen, all of a sudden, we expect the worst. That's why we have this series entitled, O Ye of Little Faith. That's the question Jesus posed to his disciples. Why did you doubt? Good question. Why do we doubt? Again, we're going to continue with some scriptures from my journal. I hope you're enjoying it. I told you it's not deep. It's not churchy. You can take a scripture and do it. Excuse me. Do a lesson on it. And it's not deep and it's not churchy. So let's get into this now. This scripture I wrote this to myself May 9th, 2014. Think on these things. I wrote to myself every now and then. I take time to think back on the worst times. And every single time when I sit down and think back on the worst times in my life, I can trace the hand of God leading and guiding me out of that confusion. I am amazed at how easy it is to look back and see how everything, when I say everything, I mean everything worked together for my good. I might not have liked it, but in the end, it worked together for my good. Some of it I don't like to think back on. Some of it I'm ashamed of. But baby, it all worked together for my good. How do I know it was good? Because I'm sitting up here looking at myself. You looking at me. I think I'm looking kind of good. I think I'm living pretty good. It's all good. Even when it's bad, it's all good. I am amazed to discover that even though I felt alone at the time, as I look back, I see that the Lord was right beside me all the time, and I didn't even know it. I'm amazed to see that all my unanswered prayers were actually being answered, and everything was going according to plan. I am amazed to look back on it all and wonder why I ever doubted in the first place. Oh, ye of little faith. I just spent the last 10 minutes when I wrote this. I had just spent the last 10 minutes thinking about a devastating event from November 2009. I had to pause and think about what it was. I took a full 10 minutes to relive the moment. But in looking back and reliving the moment, there was no panic. At least not the level of panic that I had in November 2009. There was no fear when I look back. There was no doubt when I look back. There was no anxiety when I look back. As I looked back, all I could see was that everything worked together for my own good. Y'all hear that thunder? Boy, it's thundering and lightning in, as the old folks say, up a storm here in Houston. I look back on the worst thing in my life, and I had to admit it all worked together for my good. Thinking back on these sort of things is what motivates me to continue moving forward. Even when it seems as though there ain't no progress to measure. There's no fruit from my labor. There's no reward at the end of the day. Am I talking to somebody? Because I know somebody can relate to this. That's why I'm challenging you. Just look back. Let me keep reading. Feel like there's no reward. Going through the motions. Taking steps and getting nowhere. Yet, I press on. And let me tell you why I press on. Because, show as my name is Yolanda, Roseanne, Wright, Bozant, the day is coming when I will have to look back on today, July 2015, during this moment of confusion. One of these days I'm going to look back on today and I will be able to clearly trace the hand of the Lord leading me and guiding me at this very moment. That's what I wrote for myself, and that's what I'm dedicating to you. If you're in a moment of darkness, if you're in a moment of confusion, if you don't have any answers, it looks like things are going from bad to worse. Just take some time, and I want you to think on a couple things. Honey, it could be something horrible. It could be something as horrible as losing a child. Think back on it. Think about the hurt. Think about the pain. And then think that you are still here for a reason. It's up to you to determine what that reason is. Well, I tell you what, messages like this just make me so happy, make me just want to press on anyway when I don't have all the answers, that we're not even going to close out with the Clark sisters. Instead, we're going to put us on a little something else. Come on here, let's see. How about this? Woo! A little short shout music, honey. Sometimes you just got to tell the Lord, thank you. You got to run right now. Huh. Slap somebody on the shoulder, look. Slap your own self on the shoulder, encourage yourself, and go on. All right, come back tomorrow. Day 155 of Life According to YoBo. I swear this is my favorite video. Look at this. This is my favorite video. I love it. Go, gorilla. I ain't gonna let no gorilla outpraise me. Give him the glory, gorilla. Woo! Yes, Lord. I promise you I love that. All right, see y'all tomorrow.